I'm Nate Phelps from Press Gazette Media, and we're here at Austin Straubel International Airport today with Tom Miller, the airport director. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the changes that they've seen in service this summer and what that means for passengers. Tom, I guess first off, can you tell us what you've seen change here in the last month and what you're telling passengers at this point as far as showing up at the airport?
What's happened is that Delta's compressed their early morning departures from over a 4-hour period down to about an hour and a half, as well as put on larger aircraft, and of course they've added the Atlanta service just this past week. And what's happened is that we've got about 500 passengers that used to be spread out and clear screening over a 4-hour period is now trying to clear screening in that hour and a half period, and it's resulted in some unusually long lines for Green Bay early in the morning. So the TSA's asked the passengers to adopt the normal TSA process of arriving at least an hour and 15 minutes prior to departure. One of the things that us in Green Bay have become accustomed to is that you can arrive at the airport half hour, 45 minutes before your flight and go early in the morning, but that's not possible anymore with the increase in passengers and the compression of the flights.
And Tom, can you talk about that Delta service that's been added? What's been the reaction to it early on, and what are you finding with that?
The Atlanta service has been very well received. I know Delta actually snuck a flight in on us early before it was supposed to start. The flights were supposed to start on Tuesday the 11th, but all of a sudden on the 10th there was a flight to Atlanta, but it was very well received. As a matter of fact, the first flight ended up being overbooked, so it's gone very well. The carrier is very happy. The local people here who work for Delta are pleased with the response, as well as their marketing team down in Atlanta. So we're excited about it and hope to see the patronage continue, of course, and that maybe at some point here in the not too distant future we might see a second flight.
And this is a question you hear from me quite often when I see you. I'll ask again, can you talk a little bit about what kind of service enhancements you're working on? I know this is kind of an ongoing process for you, but where are you in terms of finding service for Austin Straubel?
One of the things that we've actually started to do is that we've developed a transportation task force that's working towards not only finding out where the travelers from the Green Bay area want to go, but then choosing various destinations which are reasonable for cities the size of Green Bay to go after. And we've got the Research Institute at St. Norbert College is working on a survey for us that will help interview businesses in the community, find out where their passengers, where their business travelers want to go, and then choose particular destinations where it might be advantageous for a carrier to provide service.
And Tom, you look out here, you've got the new public safety building that opened this year. I know you've got some other projects in the pipeline. Can you talk about what capital or physical improvements people may see at the airport here in the coming months or years?
Well, in the coming months, they'll probably see construction of a new hangar down at the Jet Air facilities on the east side of the airport for that particular FBO. In the coming years, probably sometime around in 2017, the Federal Aviation Administration will begin construction on a new air traffic control tower that's supposed to be about 145 feet tall, if my recollection is correct. And then certainly we continue to work towards actually breaking ground on the Federal Inspection Station for U.S. Customs. The funding is there from the FAA. We just need to get Customs to commit to staff it when there's international charters coming back into Green Bay.
If that Federal Inspection Station happens and gets set up, what does that mean for travelers for Green Bay? How does that impact what people have the ability to do to and from Austin Straubel International Airport?
I think one of the things that we've been able to determine is that each of those international flights would develop about $2.5 million of economic impact into the community, whether it's jobs within the hospitality industry or jobs here at the airport, airline jobs, that sort of thing. It also provides for opportunity to grab passengers, if you will, from a wider area. One of the things that I've noted in discussions with airlines over the past couple of years is that we're really very blessed with an excellent road network in the Green Bay area. I know 41's tied up and under construction right now, but once that's complete, we'll have 2 interstate highways coming into the Green Bay area from the south, continuing to the north all the way into the UP. We've got Highway 29 goes west, 4-lane divided, limited access all the way to the Twin Cities. So that provides for an excellent, efficient delivery of the passenger from the ground transportation standpoint. And that's really very important for the success of the expansion of this facility in the future.
Gotcha. Well, great. Well, we've been here with Tom Miller today from the airport director here at Austin Straubel International Airport. You can look for changes out here. If you're flying out of here in the morning, the advice is get here an hour, 15 minutes early for domestic flights, and I think 2 hours early for international flights, just to kind of process through some of the changes they've seen with increased flights and different aircraft flying out of here. So for Press Gazette Media, I'm Nate Phelps, and Tom Miller from Austin Straubel International Airport. Thanks for tuning in.